and gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Hi, folks. This is Rick Clark with Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. I'd like to take just a minute to talk to you about our experience with Blue Water Broadcasting. One of the hot topics in our staff meetings is spending advertising dollars. If your company or firm is anything like Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, those dollars are limited, so you have to spend them wisely. That's why we choose Blue Water Broadcasting. Our marketing analysis has proven consistently that spending advertising dollars with Blue Water Broadcasting has contributed significantly to our bottom line. And for that, Clark Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing is truly grateful. So, if you want to spend your advertising dollars wisely, choose Blue Water Broadcasting and see the difference.
Did you know that radio is the #1 reach platform in all of media? It's true. Call us to find out how to put radio's #1 reach to work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Look who's here. It's her. It's Pamela.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
And young Joey is here. And I think I just heard one of the best messages from Montgomery Men's Health as I was listening on the way in.
Well, I had the lead-in story about the penis costume protesters. So
Yeah.
Got me in the mood.
I thought the line you had about, it was either Jefferson or Madison or one of them guys from, way back.
Mm-hmm. Madison, yeah.
And I had that in mind.
Little Jimmy was his name, aptly.
But he was reportedly quite the swordsman. I mean, that's what it says. I've learned that in documentaries on YouTube.
Swordsman.
Yeah, so this individual was arrested for wearing not just something that looks like one, but...
No, it is a penis outfit, and she had a sign that said no dictators. That was spelled in a particular way.
Yeah, very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
It was kind of a mess of a story, because then she got wrestled to the ground, and she's wearing the penis costume.
She probably enjoyed that.
And she's being charged because when they asked her name, she said her name was Antifa. And it was like... And this is dragged on for months because even something as simple as this case takes forever to get an actual court hearing. It's just silly.
Well, the message was a good follow-up to that, and it's all very, very true. Do you mind if I just stare at Pamela for a bit?
That's fine.
I'm sure she's really...
He was despondent yesterday.
I know. He texted me, and then I replied, and he didn't text me back. And I was like, I made him mad.
No,
What
not
mad?
Sad.
Yeah.
Because you're such a part of what we do. And
You know that scene, and will they, won't they, but that's not what I'm suggesting here, but it's the scene in Friends where they're just looking out the window and the rain is coming down. Yeah, that's Greg yesterday. He's like, will she ever come back?
That's literally what he texted me. Are you ever going to come back? And I was like, yes, as discussed, I will be there tomorrow.
and so glad that nothing came along to prohibit that from happening.
No, now that I have aligned, something that will work for me for days. For now, I am doing everything in my power to ensure that the schedule stays. Yes.
So you'll be here tomorrow.
Yes.
And then when?
Next week.
Next week.
It has to be. With moving the spa.
Oh, no, I understand.
I am a terror to everyone in my life right now. It's really good that you're seeing me less because then you won't get tired of me and ill with me and mad at me and sick of my crap. Because I
had a conversation.
I'm in a period of my life where moving the spa is like the most exciting thing that could be happening for my business. I'm very excited about it. It is a lot of work. It's like starting a new business again.
And there's a lot of equipment to move and arrangements to
make. But it's happening at a time where I've also had a whole bunch of other things that I'm dealing with. So I have to roll with it and I have to make it all work, but it has not been without some therapy.
Well, me too. I'm back at that, but this young man that's in the room with us a long time ago, I took him aside and I said,
Join.
no matter how beautiful the woman, because you just said this, someone somewhere is putting up with her,
Absolutely.
and probably happily so. What?
I hope so.
Yeah,
But
you know, it's a great return on investment. So worry not, worry not. So I heard, not from Fox or any of the news sources I look at, not that those are the best either, but from Rich Thomas News, that there was a court case today that ruled Ticketmaster is a monopoly.
they are.
That, well, yeah, that could be huge, but so far I haven't seen the story turn up on anything. But you hear a lot of talk about, well, let's see, here's a refresh. 50 warplanes, blah, blah, blah. And it hasn't made the headline scroll yet, but maybe that will, because we did a story last week. Things that, it was just a survey of things that people think are generally overpriced. Concert tickets. at the
Concert
top of the
tickets
list.
is the top.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
And the price of tickets, then the surcharges, you know, what, I don't even know how much they are anymore.
I hadn't been to one in a long time.
I think the last concert I went to was Chicago, and I'm going to go see Leanne Morgan. Thanks to Pamela, who turned me on to this talented woman.
She's a must see.
Yeah. And she could be here 3 times now. 3 days in a row. They added 2 shows from the original. So if you got the right act and it's hot, I mean, I guess it's worth it.
Well, especially some of these legacy acts. Like, are you really going to go see Bruce Springsteen at this point?
God.
Like, even the politics aside, he's melting on stage. Born on the Run. It's like, you were 20 when you wrote that.
He, the funniest Babylon Bee headline I've seen in recent memory was Trump threatens to send Bruce Springsteen to Iran if they don't follow the deal. If that doesn't send them over a cliff, I don't know what would. But good to see you got special plans.
Not special plans, no. Doing my normal thing.
Well, I don't have any special plans either. Do we have anybody coming in today?
Not that I know of.
Tom was great on Monday.
I listened a little
He
bit.
was great.
He's
Caught
a
him while I was in the car.
he's a firecracker.
He loves doing this.
He's a natural,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I liked how he was calling out the mayor.
He will do that.
Yes. 4 murders a day after the mayor makes a big to-do about how crime is down in this town.
Yeah.
What Democrats do, they don't solve problems. They just give them different names.
Yes.
It's not a murder. It's a death investigation. It's not a murder until we say it's a murder.
And they have like tried and true excuses. Like the best one, there's a certain columnist. It's like copy pasta every few years. And I guess we're all kind of repeating ourselves at this point on this issue, sadly. But it's like you can always blame the failures of the present on the sins of the past.
Yeah.
We didn't fund schools enough,
Oh,
or we didn't
God.
invest in certain
Right.
communities. Like, it's like, I don't know how they're sure, but how connected is that when the baseline of the murder rate is up and your officer levels baseline are way down? Like, how does that play
And why,
into other
do you know
investments?
why they couldn't get that stupid legislation passed to guarantee or mandate every municipality to have 2 cops for every 1,000 residents? Was that too much to ask?
It was
Who
the
torpedoed
lie.
that?
The lie shared by the Speaker of the House, Nathaniel Ledbetter, was that we ran out of time.
Oh,
Right. That's another great excuse that throw out there. We ran out of time. The past is what keeps us from performing now in the present, and time is just too scarce. Too scarce indeed.
the headline on Fox is Congress reaching an ethics breaking point. That's been the most satisfying thing of the whole week. Watching that thug, Eric Swalwell, who always, he reminds me of somebody that would have been in The Sopranos, not as a main character, just as like muscle.
Yeah.
He just such a punk ass.
Or like some John that gets caught, didn't
yeah,
pay. All right. I think so.
Any news?
Oh, that was Robert.
Mhm.
The internet went down, so I hope they enjoyed the 8 minutes
Mm.
that I was on YouTube.
Oh man. Yeah, man, I don't know. I like this new setup, but stuff keeps happening. Might
Don't
have to
worry.
Upgrade again.
We'll figure it out. So I still can't find the Ticketmaster story, but there's plenty of stuff to talk about this afternoon, and I just have no idea where to start.
Mhm.
I'm not in a hurry to be anywhere today.
Back.
There you are.
No, other excuse.
Drink it in.
You'll hear this often. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. The other excuse you'll hear is the powers that be or whatever don't want us to succeed. They want us to fail. And this is why we're failing. It's not our responsibility. It's not our new city and our new Montgomery. It's just the old forces, powers that be, whether it's the state or other players. They just don't want to see the progress. They don't believe in it enough. And thus, we continue to not have enough officers.
There's just those vast stretches of this town that when you drive through areas like Capitol Heights and west of there, if you're going down Atlanta Highway or Highland Avenue, and you can see where this used to be thriving. Used to be a place where everybody wanted to be. And now it's just like run down and dead. And there's a great change. Chicago got a lot of people to move back into the city by reclaiming areas that were just run down and redeveloping those.
But then they cry out about gentrification.
Oh, is that what that is?
Well, and that
Yes.
was,
They got a word for everything.
because there is another dynamic that I do want to address where, especially 1819 run stuff that's like negative on Montgomery, and I mean, rightfully so. A lot of stupid, incompetent crap has been happening, and I'm glad they're covering it, including that first pitch the mayor threw out.
That was.
But there's also this effect of all these folks who moved from Montgomery. They don't live in Montgomery. And I'm not even talking about you folks that live in the bedroom community and come and work here and you spend time here. I'm talking about they're just not here. They're nowhere near the river region anymore. And they relish negative Montgomery news. And that's when I become a Montgomery like Homer. Like, what's wrong
That's
with y'all?
so
How about
weird.
y'all move back? And whether it's called gentrification or not, maybe be part of the solution instead of just being in the cheap seats.
I'm going to take a very rock solid stand on gentrification as soon as I figure out what it means.
Right?
I'm not really sure. It sounds like something very white.
Yeah, or like an oral disease. Well, that's gingivitis. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Right. No, you can get gentrification if you don't brush your teeth enough. Well, we'll get this thing rolling. Nice day. I wonder what the high temperature was. Did we hit 90 today?
Felt pretty warm.
What
I
is-
don't know if it hit 90 though.
Went for a nice bike ride. While I was on my bike ride, I had been asked to, a friend of mine that I worked with in South Florida on that station where we had 1 million listeners a week, is retiring. She was the midday hostess for 35 or 40 years. Really good. Probably the best midday radio host, or at least one of the top 2 or 3 I've ever heard. And since we worked together, they're asking people who worked with her in the past to do tributes. So I did that on a bike ride today. And she, in the middle of the day, this is somebody that would accumulate 1.4 million different people tuning in at least once a week to her show. I used to tease her. I said, God, if you ever wanted to start a revolution, all you got to do is put the word out. And she was somebody that treated me very respectfully and with kindness when I came on board. I was a minority there. It was an all-female staff. And I broke the sex line.
Nice.
But I was news. I wasn't a jock.
But
There were
you
a couple
still
of...
broke the line.
Yeah. And in fact, the women staff had this very long but adequate office that was referred to as Estrogen Alley. It was fun. It was fun being the only guy. You get a
I
little,
believe it. It's like you're Sir Galahad in Castle Anthrax.
get a little extra attention when you're the only guy.
You don't have to rub it in.
I just enjoyed it. And that probably was the best radio station experience I had in South Florida. I was much more notorious than a couple of others, but I was the news guy. I got to write. They let me do it my way. And I studied, for that job, I studied tapes of Norm Macdonald and Dennis Miller in particular, so I could incorporate some of that into the news writing. And it really worked because our morning show had 1 million listeners, 1.2 million by the time I left. Then I left for the dumbest reason, money. But it was one of those situations, you got a kid.
Yeah.
And I loved that job. I did not want to leave that job. So when they asked me if I would be interested in coming over to this AM powerhouse, I gave them a number I thought they'd never meet in 1 million years, just to be ridiculous, because I could afford to be. And they met it. And I took it. And it still doesn't feel good to this
But
day.
you're here now. Like it all leads
21
somewhere.
years. Let's see. The anniversary is a week from Tuesday.
Nice.
That's hard to believe for me. But these beautiful April mornings we're enjoying, in spite of all the, not pollution, but pollen.
Yeah.
Everybody's having allergy problems this year.
Yeah.
But the honeysuckles are in bloom now,
Nice.
and they smell good.
Nice.
I'm not real well versed in plants. How would I recognize a honeysuckle? I know Willie Nelson did a song about those, I think.
They're like a white flower, and they turn yellow. Really small.
Mhm.
You'll find them a lot in like a thicket around the trees.
Oh,
Not like a bush by itself, typically.
well, whatever it is, it hits me first thing in the morning. It's just, the air is calm and it's just there. And my eyes start to water. I'll have machine gun style sneezing. And about the time the show starts in the morning, it's kind of gone. But every day, it's for about a month now. What are you laughing at?
That was your daily update on Greg's sinuses.
Yeah, well, I know I'm not the only one. It just seems like it's a little worse this year. All right, temperature is 85 degrees. Let's get the forecast from Uncle Chi-Chi.
Rich Thomas Weather brought to you by M&M Outdoors. Book your stay today at MNMCampground.com for relaxation at its best. It's easy to find and hard to leave. M&M Outdoors, your home away from home.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm free, and even the night's milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
All right, it's 20 minutes after 3 on News Talk 93.1 FM. Watch us on YouTube. Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela. And I just received a clip. I want to thank Marty Mann. I've got so many great listeners who send stuff in that's worth playing. And we're looking for good clips today. And Mark Cumby, you've sent a couple I want to check out as well. In 2025, Chuck Todd discusses honesty and the superior morality of the Democrat Party with Eric Swallowell.
Are you sharing this?
Watch how fast I can make that happen. I mean, at warp speed. Get ready for the thunder because it's ready to go.
Got it.
I can't wait to hear this. Eric Swallowell on the superior morality of the Democrats.
The answer to me, though, is to just be yourself. Give your zero draft. Too often we think messaging is winning the Harvard Law School moot court competition. And to me, it's just win the gut check at the bar or the bus stop.
Yeah.
And that means just tell me what's in here. Like, not with Democrats, I think we govern really effectively.
I didn't know we were going to be doing comedy today.
I know.
We govern effectively?
Give me
On
a
what planet is
break.
that?
Because we govern in fine print, as Hakeem Jeffries would say, but we lose elections too often because we campaign in fine
I
print.
got a friend who says there's just too many lawyers in the Democratic
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah.
That going to law school, you learn all the rules, and you think, well, you got to follow these rules. I've learned all these rules. Damn it, we got to learn to follow these rules.
I was raised in a blue collar house, son of a cop, and I think we'd be well served to just, again, give your zero draft answer. Just tell me what you believe. And the other part, and you get this too, and what you're doing, and
Yeah,
the way you're
lying.
doing it, always be on. Like and I think if there was this,
Well, because that's honest. Be honest.
if you're just yourself, I think people see what our values are, and I'll take our values up against theirs. The answer,
Yeah.
He's so full of baloney.
Do you believe this?
Ugh.
And he believes his own crap.
That's their problem.
He's
Is
so
they
full of-
fully they have the most self-confidence and they're so self-assured in their baloney.
Yeah.
Just their crap.
Arrogance.
I think they have a level of delusion that is unattainable by most people.
And the only reason they win is because the media is so Democrat, so full of hate for Donald Trump.
Well, they've been bought by the swamp and all that stuff. I mean, they're in the pocketbook.
I think they get elected just to shut the media up for a while, knowing that there'll be some peace and calm because the media will basically overlook their total ineptitude. This woman that's now the governor of Virginia, if I understand this correctly, she just signed a bill into law
Uh-oh.
that would take all of Virginia's electoral votes and give them to the candidate that wins the national popular vote. In other words, why vote at all in Virginia? Your electors are going to go automatically to the person who wins the national popular vote. Now, if that's a Republican, who knows what's going to happen in 28. That strikes me as blatantly unconstitutional. That's like flushing the wishes of the Virginia electorate right down the toilet. And on top of that, she's taxed she looks like a freaking space cadet, like a little kid that just wandered into the governor's office. And I'm going to tax this and tax that. And I'm going to stick my entire progressive wish list up the ass of my constituents. It's awful. She's awful. I'm almost, if I had time, I would dedicate myself to writing an essay on the liberals. It's not an ideology or a political philosophy. It's really a race of people because they all share that love of awfulness. It's everything. All their ideas just suck. Look at California. Now that Swalwell is out, now there's talk that they may ask Camel Toe to run for governor because she'll easily win. Please. I mean, that hyena. But right now in their jungle primary system, the top two candidates are both Republicans. And I was talking to somebody about this, and I thought, well, maybe California's just had enough. They're getting ripped off royally. Price of gas is $1.50 higher there than it is anywhere else because of taxes. They never get anything done. That ridiculous high-speed train has yet to make a run, and they've been working on it for 25 years and wasted over $100 billion on it. Where is that money? And they passed a law. Did you hear about this? You know, Nick Shirley, the guy that exposed all the Somali fraud.
Yes, about investigative journalism.
Yeah, they are making investigative journalism illegal in California.
That's insane. How do you do that?
And I don't see how that law is constitutional
I
either.
don't either.
They're just crazy. And all they come up with is more crazy. But I digress. All right, 326. When you go outside, be prepared to see my beautiful car. I had the little damage in the front end that Donnie Turner fixed. And of course, Donnie, I said, don't worry about the interior. I got the car back yesterday at the end of the show in the afternoon. And I texted him on the way home and said, I don't deserve to be in a car that looks this good. Because I almost felt like I borrowed somebody else's car. It was that dazzling. But that's what everybody gets at MPB, Montgomery Paint and Body. So as long as Alabama law allows you to choose who's going to fix your vehicle, ignore pressure from your insurance company or recommendations, there's one name you need to remember, Montgomery Paint and Body. 27 REC with a W in the 334. They're the very best at what they do. I heard tell of a situation on 65 northbound at Pine Level that's bad. Let's see what Skipper's got as we start the afternoon commute at 327.
We are busy around the Montgomery area, especially east-south Boulevard, and we do have one accident, South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. That's a busy spot this time of the afternoon. Travel Millbrook, we jump to light to moderate traffic, and if you're traveling north on I-65 up maybe to Clanton, Birmingham, right around Pine Level, had a car fire earlier this morning. They are still working that, and it has a slowdown on 65, but traffic is moving. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Here in the River region, thousands of hardworking folks will be buying a home, some for the first time. How do you know you are buying the right home? It starts with research. A buyer's agent can help you in your search, providing a list of homes you may not be aware of or know about. At the same time, a meeting with a local lender to find out exactly what you qualify for and how much it will cost at closing and monthly. A list of needs and wants provided to your agent will help them locate properties that match those needs. An example would be bedrooms, baths, school zones, floor plan requests will also help. Start shopping and look at homes and compare and make a list of pluses and minuses for each home. Compare them with your agent to narrow the field. After you work out the contract, appraisals and inspections come next, and then the closing. For more details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. That's 221-2883.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
This is Jennifer Pestricelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. If you're an experienced sales professional ready for more opportunity, more income potential, and more control over your own success, we should talk. At Blue Water, you'll work with local business owners to develop strategic marketing campaigns across 7 radio stations and a growing digital platform, including social, streaming, and targeted advertising. Outside sales experience is required. Media or digital experience is a plus. If you're ready for a career move that rewards performance, send us your resume today. BlueWaterBroadcasting.com.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Improve your life by employing an American war tactic with your very own at-home blockade.
Honey, I can't open the garage fridge. You parked too close.
That's because I'm blockading the beer until you fix the toilet.
An at-home blockade helps you manage your family.
Mom, why is the recliner in front of the pantry?
To keep you from eating the cookies for my book club tomorrow. You are blockaded, mister.
You can even blockade your front door to keep solicitors away.
Well, who could that be? I blockaded the whole porch.
I ordered Chinese. They can still get through.
Bring the Strait of Hormuz straight to your home.
Honey, toilet's fixed.
Thank you, at-home blockade.
There's an idea. Sparky's on the line at 272-9228. Please call and join the show today. Sparky.
I am. Okay. Now that I'm old, I watch a lot of television.
Now that you're old?
And I also, so I've been watching Cops.
Oh,
and
that's a good one.
Week, they're fun to watch. There's so many idiots out there. So anyway, they've come out with a new version now. And it goes, Swalwell, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Come on, Greg.
That's clever.
Yes.
What is he going to do?
He's going to. I hope he goes to jail. 'Cause
Yeah, well, if the New York DA has opened a file on that sexual assault there, he very much might go to jail.
now the other thing, that fund they
Fit
have
right
for helping these people when they get in trouble, that ought to go away.
The what?
You know, they have a fund for Congress.
Oh yeah,
If
where
you
they
get-
pay off accusers and stuff.
That's outrageous. They're paying off.
Outrageous.
And then they voted to not allow any of that to be public.
Yeah, somehow that's exempt from the Freedom of Information Act. That's ridiculous. You know what? That's never going to change until we really raise some hell.
Yeah.
But I'll
Well,
tell you what,
I'm
given
here
the
too.
amount of money that's been doled out and everything else, there's probably a whole lot of people on both sides that,
Oh yeah.
have compelled to settle with somebody in lieu of charges.
Yeah.
We
But I got to tell you, Greg, I would love to see at least one guy go to jail.
Yeah,
Just
that would
one.
be nice.
Just start with one.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me.
All of us.
Always in
God bless
twos.
you, too.
Well, we appreciate the call, Sparks. That's another outrage, but the outrages just continue to pile up, and after a while, it's like maybe that's what they want. We're just gonna wave the white flag and say, "Well, that's business as usual."
That
But
is what they want.
It is not acceptable.
They think they can get away with anything, and we do let them.
Who is Hassan Piker? I can't keep up with everything. Why is the left boosting Hassan Piker? Let's find out who Hassan Piker is. Let's see. Another story that's getting some traction this afternoon is perhaps a new Supreme Court justice.
Really?
Yeah. Ted Cruz would be an excellent Supreme Court judge.
Who would? Who's
I mean,
going to retire?
He's clerked in the court. He knows the Constitution. It'd be interesting to see how his fellow senators would react to his nomination. He'd eat them for lunch in a hearing. He would. They would have no chance. So they'd almost have to confirm him. Justice Samuel Alito, who is one of the reliable conservatives, is the guy that's thinking about leaving. We couldn't get lucky and have Ketanji.
No, she'll be in there forever.
Oh, God, that's so depressing. That's somebody that's stupid. Got greased through and on the bench for one reason. Joe Biden says, I'm going to break the Constitution. I'm going to violate the Constitution, and we're going to appoint somebody who's black and female. That's all the
only people they'd
qualifications.
consider. Mm-hmm.
Those days are over, or they should be. They should have been over a long time ago. But the Democrats, they don't care about quality or substance. They want their rainbow. That's them. And I still think, even with gas prices up, although things have kind of stable. In fact,
Yeah, I'm paying like $3.85.
Yeah.
For weeks now.
Now, I think that's going to come down. David Blackman says we may not see gas under $3 again, but it will come down. And like today, the market seemed to be buying what's going on. It didn't have a big day, but it didn't go down. It's been very volatile lately. We'll get more from Brant McDonald and Invista Advisors at 5:15 this afternoon. But if all of this works out with Iran, they're going to have to give Donald Trump credit. I only wish that he would.
Stay out of his own way.
Well, it distracts from the accomplishment when you're giving people, oh, did you hear what he said about the Pope?
Or,
well, never mind.
Or the AI generated image of him as Jesus. And then he says, I was supposed to be a doctor. I thought it was a doctor healing people. Like, give me a... Guys.
Somebody
stop him.
Nobody, because it is destroying the rest of his legacy. People get caught up in all this, what's the word I'm looking for here? This window dressing stuff, images,
Right.
and but he had every,
all the things that he does that are clickbait instead of like actual work.
But the Pope has no business telling us to have open borders.
No.
Well, once again today, let me see if I can find this real quick. Every day there's another story about an innocent American being killed by somebody who shouldn't be here in the first place. I'll find it, because now I'm getting angry. A Department of Homeland Security employee murdered while walking dog by criminal immigrant who was naturalized under the Biden administration. Every day, I think it was yesterday, some Haitian illegal killed somebody, bludgeoned somebody. And why don't the Democrats seem to care about that? How many Americans, innocent Americans, have to die at the hands of people who shouldn't be here? I mean, that's the whole point of a border and a system, to make sure you've done everything you can to check out the people that are coming in. And is it ever going to change? Here's an ugly story out of the New York Post. The guy who founded SantaCon, nabbed for allegedly spending charity donations on lavish New York City lifestyle and vacations. They're calling him Rebel Without a Clause. The founder of the Christmas... I need glasses. I got to ask, do they make me look smarter?
No.
The founder of the Christmas season bar crawl, SantaCon, is accused of swiping more than $1 million earmarked for charity and spending on his opulent lifestyle.
$1 million? That is...
Yeah, well, go big. If you're going to do it, go big. Here he is under arrest. Stefan Pildes, age 50, allegedly put the con in SantaCon by blowing the dough on luxury vacations in Hawaii, Colorado, and Vegas, along with extravagant Michelin star meals and a high-end car.
Oh, my gosh.
He was arrested on wire fraud charges Wednesday, allegedly spent roughly $124,000 of the cash on leasing a luxury apartment in Manhattan and another $100,000 on a boutique resort in Costa Rica, according to the indictment.
Wow.
In total, SantaCon raised $2.7 million for charity through ticket sales for the boozy event, as they call it, between 2019 and 24, but he allegedly diverted more than half of that money to a slush fund, which he used to renovate a lakefront New Jersey property, and on and on and on. So, yeah.
Whoa.
And in there, in the story, I'll hold this up for the camera, there's a picture of a very sexy elf who is helping him out.
Oh, gosh.
Sure looks like fun. That's the lead story on the Post. Have you seen anything on the socialist Mamdani and his grocery stores?
Oh, gosh. What now?
City-run grocery stores, it's costing $30 million just to open the first store. And they're promising...
No, it's not, though. It's not. Maybe on paper, but it's not.
And it's never that long. But the only thing they're guaranteeing a low price on is a basket of foodstuffs that includes milk, eggs, flour, some fundamental stuff.
Staples.
Everything else is probably going to be at the whim of the market.
Absolutely.
So
and
what's
they're
the
not
point?
going to have the same stuff all the time.
And New York, they'll probably pay, cut a deal, pay union wages to employees, and it'll end up being more expensive than a regular grocery store.
Stores like that, the way that it runs is they're going to find a deal on like lentils or dried bagged goods and have an overage of those, thousands of bags of them. So they're going to sell them for cheap, and you're not going to be able to get anything else there.
No.
I mean, they're going to have weeks where they don't get shipments of bread. They're going to have weeks where they don't get shipments of milk or eggs or anything at all.
This guy's been a disaster since they put him in. And every time I see him on TV, he's got his cute little smile and a few adoring socialists running around with him. I can't figure out. New York is always so proud of how smart they are and how better they are. And when it comes to leadership, they keep electing one after the other. We'll see how long that survives. 3:40. Well, I'll tell you what, time is flying by on a show that has absolutely no direction whatsoever this afternoon. But that's on me. I wasn't kidding earlier when Joey was talking about Montgomery Men's Health. I You can reach out through Facebook Messenger if you ever have questions. But for a guy whose testosterone level is just fallen off the charts, and you don't really realize it, but if you're chronically fatigued, if you're not sleeping well, if you're gaining weight inexplicably, all of these things could indicate that. It's something that can be fixed and fixed quickly, but it takes a $99 test to get the answer. You get the results at Montgomery Men's Health, powered by Men's Pro. And if you're looking for solutions for issues like ED or PE that don't involve pills, because pills don't work for everybody, the stuff that you see advertised online, some of the ads on Facebook for that stuff are darn near pornographic. Mm-hmm. But it's all BS. This is medicine. This is a board-certified urologist who started Montgomery Men's Health. It's a complete and professional staff, and they've turned lives around every day. Somebody finds out, wow, why did I let this linger so long without taking a proactive approach to my own health? Because it is critical to a guy's overall well-being, that sense of feeling alive. I mean, really, it comes down to that. I'm not overstating the case. So, guys, I don't know why you haven't called. If you can relate to those symptoms we described, just do it. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. You can also visit them online, make the appointment there in the anonymity of the internet, if there is any such thing, at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. All right, back to the traffic touch and Blue Water News. The sky is next.
Well, busy traffic this afternoon in an accident South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Please use caution while they work that one. Around Montgomery, light to moderate building traffic east at East South Boulevard, I-65 and 85. Taylor Road, light to moderate. Norman Bridge, Fairview Avenue, looking good this afternoon. Please keep it here. We will keep you updated. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd, 11:30 a.m. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Applications for Alabama's CHOOSE Act saw a record 33% increase this year. The CHOOSE Act allows parents to receive taxpayer dollars to either pay private school tuition or homeschool their children. Funding is up to $7,000 for private schools or $2,000 for homeschool. Applications for the 2026-27 school year closed March 31st, with award notifications scheduled to be announced today. The town of Pike Road is moving forward with plans to build a new fire station. Town council members awarded the bid to Russell Construction on Monday night. The new fire station will be located on Wallahatchie Road, just across from the current facility. Construction is expected to begin immediately and completed by the summer of 2027. Governor Kay Ivey has signed the Alabama Post-Election Audit Act into law, requiring some precincts to undergo post-election audits. The act will require every county probate judge to randomly pick at least one precinct to have a post-election audit following a general election. Results will then be made public online. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web, or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children,
you could help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at AlabamaSheriffsYouthRanches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
Hunger doesn't always look the way you think, but it's closer than you realize. On Saturday, May 9th, join the Budget Bites battle at the Heart of Alabama Food Bank and turn awareness into action. Teams will go head-to-head, creating a full meal for $5 per person or less in just 60 minutes. Every $1 raise provides 5 meals for neighbors in need. Now we need you. Register your team today at hafb.org. Deadline is May 2nd. Be part of the solution. Cook with purpose. Fight hunger one meal at a time.
Y'all hear about all those politicians making money in the stock market?
Yeah, that Nancy Pelosi's making a killing.
Yeah, she is, and so is Coach.
Tommy Tuberville?
Yeah, he and Pelosi are making millions. Turns out old Senator Tuberville's trading ag futures while he's on the ag committee.
Wow, Tommy Tuberville's making a killing in the stock market.
Yep, just like Nancy Pelosi.
It's all just a big game to Coach Tuberville.
In 2024, Tommy Tuberville made millions trading stocks, just in 1 year.
Wonder what else there is.
So Tommy Tuberville is making millions in the stock market, all in the industries he regulates.
Tommy Tuberville's great at making millions for himself.
Now I want to know.
Just how much money did Tommy Tuberville and Nancy Pelosi make for themselves in the stock market?
Why don't we ask him? Let's call Tommy Tuberville. Ask him how much money he made himself in the stock market.
And tell him, for us, it's not a game.
This advertisement is paid for by the Alabama Leadership Fund.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm-free, and even the nights are milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank, serving families and communities since 1906. Proud to be named 16th best performing bank nationally in their asset category by American Banker. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I owe. The taxman took my dough. Write a check to the IRS. I owe. I watch my money go. H&R Block gave me a shock. I owe. Man, this really blows. I can't deduct, it really sucks. I owe. Wish I was Jeff Bezos. Amazon never pays a dime. I owe.
And I'll pay them when I'm good and ready. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV. Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela. I'm looking years ago when the NFL was on strike. We had a great parody of that same song. By the NFL players when they were getting ready to walk out.
Hot, hot. It's off to work we strut. We're so glad in our shoulder pads. Hot, hot. Hot, 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 hike. Hot hike. Back at the job we like. They ruled in court we can play our sport. Hot hike. Hot hike.
Not that that has anything to do with anything current in the news, but it's always been one of my favorite parodies, and now we have two. All right, we have Anthony waiting to talk to us on the phone. Anthony, good afternoon.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How are you?
He said he's in Italy.
Italy?
I'm in Italy right now. Hey, get this about the state of the world. I'm in a laundromat right now.
A
Guess how
laundromat
much-
in Italy?
Yes, I'm in a laundromat in Italy. Guess how much the laundry machine costs here?
For like one load of wash,
For one load of laundry.
$11.
10,000 lira. I don't know.
It's so close. $10 fucking dollars.
Don't curse.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
It's insane.
Even on an international call like this. What about everything else? Is everything else there super high priced?
Everything is expensive. The people are small. The cars are small.
Yeah.
The people are small.
Yeah, the people are tiny here.
Americans are supersize.
Well, let me ask you this:
But
is
only
the
thing
food
that's
good?
supersized- the food is good. The only thing that's supersized over here is the Italian women's rack.
Oh gosh. This has been a very informative call.
Yeah. I let it
Oh
slide.
my gosh.
Oh well. But thank you for calling all the way from Italy.
That
we think.
is funny.
I wonder if I were to do a star 69
Maybe
on that.
maybe true Italian pasta and bread is good for people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I read once in the Weekly World News where sneezing can increase your bust size.
I have heard that. Well, I think it's because you actually build muscle in your pecs from that movement.
But if you're not going to sneeze for any naturally caused reason, how do you bring that on?
One of the listeners
How do you
on YouTube
exercise?
said this is the same guy that always prank calls you. Is it? It didn't sound like that
No,
guy.
I've never heard this guy before, and he dropped an F-bomb. So I guess when a load of laundry is $10.
I mean, you can imagine. Yeah, I guess if that was true. News Talk, who's this?
I'm going to share a screen here, and
you
this
hear it?
story. Trump says it's worth risking the rights and privileges as a citizen to keep the deep state surveillance tool online, despite previously demanding it be dismantled.
I think we just did. You just share that?
Yes, I did.
Good job. I think we just got another prank call.
Oh yeah. Is anybody? How about somebody real who would like to just call in?
Can you just call? Who's like an actual listener?
Shoot the breeze for a minute with us about anything. We don't care. What are you concerned about? It's tax day. Did you have to pay? Are you getting a bigger refund? I'm asking because we were told by the Secretary of the Treasury and the President that refunds would be higher this year.
Trump now says it's worth risking rights and privileges?
Yeah.
Get the heck out of here, man.
No, that's not cool. He should not be endorsing that.
Are you sure? Hold on. News Talk.
All right, let's talk to Greg. I like the
Hey,
name.
Greg,
Don't
this is-
disappoint me.
I won't disappoint you. I'm a long-time caller and listener, and
News Talk.
you definitely had a clown on the line earlier because his information about Italy is definitely not correct. So I doubt he's been to Italy or was in Italy.
What a random thing to do with your time.
He reminded me of the guy that called last week who acted like he was in a combat zone or on a base, and then he just like said a bunch of gibberish, and you hung up on him.
Yeah, I remember
guy?
that.
Yeah, one guy
I think
did
that's
say
who
that.
that was. That sounded like that guy. Anyway, I love the conversations y'all have. I love listening to you. All of us real people out here appreciate you guys.
Thank you. We're very grateful
All
for
right,
your
have a
call.
good one.
All right.
Thank goodness for real people.
To celebrate Pamela's return to the show today, I sprung for Starbucks. What is this wonderful thing, this dessert?
Oh, let me see what that's called. Bougie McChocolate, lots of
Bougie?
calories. I don't know what it's really called. Hold on. I'm looking it up.
There's a lot of calories in here.
Oh, for sure.
How many? I did 3 miles on a bike today.
Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if I can look up the calories, but I can look at our order and see what it's called. It is a mocha cookie crumble frappuccino.
Well, it's delicious. It's cool and delicious. We deserve a
You
release.
have to do everything in moderation. Otherwise, you will be miserable, first of all.
Right.
And second of all, overindulge and hate yourself.
Play it bait!
Is your refrigerator running?
Do you have Prince
I
Albert in a can?
Sorry, I couldn't resist that. So what's happening this afternoon? Everybody doing all right? Pamela, good to hear you back on there.
I know. It's good to be back. It's fun.
Hey, I was in downtown Slapout over the weekend. I went up there to wash my RV. It was really nasty. But I was in downtown Slapout, and I noticed this new place that's coming up there. And people were talking about it, some kind of weight loss clinic. I said, "Oh no, it's way more than that." But
Well,
I think you're gonna do good there.
I'm excited. Yes, people are excited. I've heard a lot of good things.
I think there's a lot of people that are watching the place and they're interested in it. And like I said, the ones that mentioned it to me, I said, no, it's not just a weight loss clinic.
Right. Well, we partnered with a weight loss clinic. Yeah, but AMS will continue to run and do all the stuff that we do in Prattville, with the exception of hair. We won't have a cosmetologist.
Oh, okay.
But all of the med spa services we will continue to offer.
'Cause I'm due for another treatment.
Yeah, you'll have to come up and see it when it's done.
But I think you'll do well right there. That's a good spot, and you can always take a break and go next door and get you one of those fishbowl margaritas.
I love the location. I love Slapout. I live up in Titus now, and my stepson lives in Slapout and goes to school there. And I probably will put Remy in that school district next year, just because I'll be driving to work there every day.
See, that would be that would be Hopeful
Holtville.
School. Yeah.
Yep. It's a
Right.
really good school district. I love it there. And I'm so excited that this kind of opportunity really, fell into my lap just from knowing people and heard about it and took advantage of it when it came my way. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I like I said, I think that's going to be a good location for you. There's a lot of customers up there, I believe.
Yeah, who go to Prattville or Montgomery for pretty much everything. So,
Yeah. So, I think it's going to do well for you. I hope so. But I'll be up that way this weekend. So, if you're around, I might scream at you a little bit.
Hey, man, what a shame it must be to be you and know that nothing that Pamela can do in that studio can make you any more beautiful than you already are.
Okay, so we're back to.
I know.
back to
Where's the
prank
BS
calls, right?
meter?
Where's the, hey, what's happening at the special store on 31?
Everything's pretty quiet when I passed by a little while ago. Just a couple of cars in the parking lot. Their business, they do their best business when there's a wreck at Hunter Station.
Really?
Because traffic backs up and everybody says, screw it, I'm going to stop here.
When I used to drive by in the mornings, it would be busy, quite busy, early in the morning,
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah, there's a lot of log trucks that seem to have problems right along in that stretch, and they have to stop.
Log trucks?
I'm serious.
They pull
I'm
off on
serious.
that stretch of 31.
Oh yeah. They'll pull over, flip their hood up, and go in the store.
That's funny.
Well, that's what it's all about, flipping your hood up.
Oh,
William B., thank you so much for the call.
See ya.
Appreciate you. Let's get Uncle Ron on before the top of the hour. It is the top of the hour. How'd it get to be 4 o'clock already? Hello?
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, you said you wanted somebody just to shoot the breeze. I got a little breeze trivia about the honeysuckle.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that if you pluck one of those little flowers off there and grab that middle stamen and pull it out real slowly, there's a little drop, looks like a dewdrop on there, and you can eat it, and it tastes like honey.
Yes, I've shown my daughter that, and now whenever she tells people about honeysuckle, she's like, "Did you know you can eat it?"
Yeah. It's just useless trivia, but it's I showed my granddaughter that, and she was just She got these big old blue eyes, and they're just like, oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just, yeah.
The
Anyway,
simple things that you get to show them.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you know, they just, they'll find a pretty rock on the ground. Boy, it's just the most amazing thing.
Oh, I have a huge collection of rocks that have been given to me that are the most special rocks ever.
Yes. All right, well, I just wanted to shoot the breeze a second.
I'm glad you did. We appreciate the call.
Enjoy this very
Hey,
short
I-
honeysuckle season.
I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you. Thanks. All right, we
Have a
are.
good one.
Me too.
Just got an ex post from Variety. Val Kilmer has been resurrected by AI to star in the new movie As Deep as the Grave, and it includes. Let me share the image here. This is Val Kilmer, and I think you're going to see more and more of this in Hollywood, bringing back deceased actors.
That's so weird to me.
It is, but since I hate most of the people that pass for stars right now because they're such a-holes and they're so woke.
I know, but I guess you could talk me into James Dean coming back through AI.
James Dean.
I love him.
I have no opinion.
Have you not watched any of his movies?
I've seen a couple.
Well, there were only 3.
He cries a lot in one of them.
He is a pretty emotional man.
James Dean. I'd like to see Bogey make a comeback.
Rock Hudson. Love some Rock Hudson and Doris Day.
Oh, those two were fun. You know, he was so good in those roles, Rock Hudson, that when it turned out that he had AIDS and that he was gay, nobody believed it.
No.
They did not believe it, that somebody could be America's hunk like he was for so many women, including my mother, and not be what they thought he was. That's enough distorted reality for this hour at 4 minutes after 4 o'clock. It's such a pleasure to talk about a business like Alabama Home Mortgage. You know, forget the volatility in the Middle East. You got to focus on your life and what your future plan is. And I want you to think of Alabama Home Mortgage as a place you can reach out and consult with before you're even ready to make a decision on whether to buy, improve the place you're in, because they can handle all of those services for you. So much experience and such terrific people. It's a very familial group when you work with them. Interest rates, we're going to have a new Fed chair soon. So, who understands Trumponomics. What does that mean? That means that you can expect interest rate cuts down the line, and rates will be coming down, and buying a house will be a much more realistic idea for many people, or upgrading or downsizing. Whatever it is you want to do at this point in your life, Alabama Home Mortgage is so equipped to help you guide through the process. But reaching out before you're ready is an ideal situation. Pick the incredible brain trust they have there and ask questions. Could be you want to take money out of your home and do something really cool. Maybe you are ready to, kids are gone, time for a smaller property. You want to purchase or finance through the VA home mortgage. The VA can be criticized on a lot of levels, but the home mortgage opportunity is one of the best ones out there. And you're much better dealing off with a business like Alabama Home Mortgage than calling 800 numbers and dealing with people you'll never see or meet. That's crazy. This is your future. You got Madeline and Kim and a great staff at Alabama Home Mortgage. Reach out. Make contact at 567-4223. 567-4223. Alabama Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender. Their NMLS number is 1586368. All right, off to traffic. Then we've got Salem Radio Network News, and when we come back, we'll talk about this ruling involving Live Nation. They are, according to a judge, a monopoly.
Traffic is brought to you by Dillon Rings. Dillon Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dillon Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
Busy building afternoon traffic all over the area, but we are not hearing of any real issues anywhere at the moment. Please be safe out there this afternoon. Traffic is building all over the area in Montgomery. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. McKinnon Toyota has the Toyota you want plus small town service and the lowest tax rates in Alabama. Family owned and operated, it is worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles, drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet Arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Choir. Since 1983, we've treated you like family. Day or night, we do things right so you can live more comfortably. Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Choir right now.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Today is April 15th, Titanic Remembrance Day. Be sure to remember the Titanic. Oh dear, I just remembered I never took Titanic back to the video store. That's like 15 years of late fees. Wait, now I remember, that video store is now a Froyo shop. Whew, dodged a bullet there. Happy Titanic Remembrance Day.
Casting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
At 410.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. As a ceasefire holds, President Trump says the war against Iran could end soon. The president telling Fox Business that the war was very close to over, even though Iran has yet to agree to U.S. demands about its nuclear program. He also claimed that China has agreed not to provide weapons to the Islamic Republic. Meanwhile, the head of U.S. Central Command says the blockade that started on Monday of Iranian ports has been fully implemented and that U.S. forces have completely halted economic trade going into and out of Iran by sea. That blockade could put serious pressure on the Iranian economy. It's April 15th. That makes it Tax Day 2026. Economist Steve Moore with the Committee to Unleash Prosperity says if your refund is a little bigger this year, you might want to thank President Trump, the Republicans, and their One Big Beautiful Bill Act. This is SRN News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $8 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Close before they start to move. Light themselves to the laundry room. My eyes are burning from
the fumes. Time to do my laundry.
Some of us wash our clothes twice a week. Let's say I wash them less.
The bubbles in the washer don't last for long. Friends all tell me that I'm doing it wrong. I turn around, my girlfriend's gone when I do my laundry. Never see them white, socks are never found. Bleachers on my pants, underwear is brown.
It's tax day. It's also National Laundry Day. And from all of us here at the Blue Water Broadcasting Company, we wish you the happiest and most joyous National Laundry Day.
You know, I don't mind doing laundry. I don't. And when it smells really good, it's nice to take it out of the dryer and fold fresh laundry.
Let me ask you a caveman question. So I have this one shirt. When the weather is warm, it's great for riding the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Has big, strong pockets. So when I go out for a healthy bike ride and I want to smoke, it'll hold the cigarettes, the lighter,
You don't have
a
like
pair of glasses.
a basket on your bike or a fanny pack for that or anything?
I would love to have a fanny pack, but I am told alternately by fashion authorities, like my daughter, that, oh, God.
The fanny pack is back.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Well, I wish
Absolutely.
I wish I'd saved the last one I had. I thought that was handy.
They're definitely back.
I have nice hips.
Now the word is
I'll wear
out.
it well.
Wear a fanny pack. I have one that I love.
But yesterday, it was warm. I love riding in Cloverdale because there's a lot of hills, so I don't have to ride as far, but I get a better exercise out of
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
and burn more calories, like whatever this chocolate bomb from Starbucks
Yeah.
contains. Does it say on the
I'm sure it does not. I could look it up online, but I don't think you want me to.
3,426?
No, certainly not.
Oh, that's the order number. I'm sorry. It's a Grand Mocha Cookie Crumb Frappuccino.
Mm-hmm.
Needs more whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Oh, caveman question. So it was warm yesterday. I had my perfect riding shirt on, and I got hot.
Uh-huh.
So I took it home and ran the tub because I like a bath. That's me. Everybody,
Baths are the best.
they are. They,
Do you have a good sized tub?
yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, it's comfortable, and you know, if you're gonna work your muscles, the water helps.
Use Epsom salt, do you?
Yes,
Okay, good.
I do have Epsom salt.
Good.
But so I filled the tub, but before I got in it, I took the shirt off of my back, plunged it into the water, and then wrang it out
Uh-huh.
really good. I put it on a hanger. It wasn't even dripping. That's how.
Yeah.
And I put it outside to dry,
Sure.
which it did quickly.
Okay.
And it was great today.
That's how they used to wash clothes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wow, this is like throwback behavior here. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to run a load of laundry for one shirt.
No, but if it's the perfect riding shirt and you want to wear it again, why not? You can also put stuff in the freezer. That is the best way to store your jeans, actually. If you have
You're kidding.
If you have true denim jeans, and they're not the ones that are loaded with the spandex and lycra now, but like actual denim jeans, storing them in the freezer is the best because you are not supposed to wash them often. But if you're wearing them often, of course, you want, the funk and the stink out of them or whatever.
I mean, I need to get some jeans because mine are all old and crappy.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
That's something you've got to go try on.
the last pair, yeah. Well, first of all, I don't like to wear heavy denim. I used to in South Florida, and the heat and humidity, for some reason, it didn't bother me. I still have a pair of Calvin Kleins
Mm.
from back in the day
Yeah.
that I might be able to get into today with a crowbar.
Yeah. Why are you holding on to them? You're a
I'm
hoard.
sentimental.
A little hoarder.
But I like lightweight jean material, but I don't know where to find it. I don't want anything that's going to be hot. But Sears used to carry a brand called David. They were very nice. They were reasonably priced. In fact, this is at Eastdale Mall many years ago. I went in, I found a couple of pairs that I liked, and then I went to the register, and there was nobody around.
Oh, I hate
No
that.
salespeople, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in that big of a hurry, but I started to get impatient. And I noticed that they had the phone there on the wall next to the register area. And there was a button that said intercom.
Intercom. Yep. Love it.
So I was feeling whimsical, so I pressed the button. Sales associate needed in men's clothing.
That's amazing.
And I hung up. I didn't yell it or do anything.
No, you didn't act a fool.
Sounded perfectly. In fact, I'd make a fine department store announcer.
Yeah, naturally.
Sure enough, a minute or so later, I see a head through all the
Just
racks
bobbing through.
bobbing up and down, heading my way, and it worked.
I've done that before. That's great. Sometimes you got to take it into your own hands. What are you supposed to do? Wander around? I
Yeah.
can't stand that.
I'm here to buy stuff. I'm here to keep you in business.
You're not doing any harm by
But
picking up a phone.
I haven't been to Eastdale in so long. I don't even know if there's
No,
no Sears there.
I don't know. I haven't been there in forever either.
My dad taught me, and he was 100% right, that when you're buying any appliance, refrigerator, washer, dryer, get a Kenmore. I don't even know who carries those anymore.
I don't know.
But let me tell you a quick lame-ass laundry story. 1990, Janelle's mom and I got a house, and it did not come with a washer and dryer, so we had to buy one. And I did like Dad recommended and bought a Kenmore. It worked until the day they foreclosed and blah, blah, blah. And then it had to be a little more than 4 years ago, I was visiting Janelle when she was still in South Florida at my friend's house, which is right down the street from the old place. And I was just going for a walk, and I looked. The machine setup was in the garage. So I tiptoed up. I didn't want to be too obvious. Do you know that same washer and dryer was still there?
Yep.
I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
So it lasted over 20 years. That's pretty impressive appliance. And it was Kenmore. I bought a refrigerator at that same Sears in 2015. Still working. So they're good appliances. But I don't know where to get them anymore. This is fascinating, Greg. What else you got besides major home appliances to talk about today?
You know what I have heard is the best washer to get is a Speed Queen, but it's a super expensive washing machine, but apparently it will last forever.
Well,
but it's the old with the agitator in the middle and just super good.
There used to be a joke about Jesse Jackson and agitators, but I can't remember the context of it, but it was funny.
That was a caller who agreed with me about fanny packs, but said, go get a new one. Don't try to revive the old style fanny packs.
It was just nice to have.
I love a fanny pack.
I need also a new idea because now that Easter is behind us, I can't
For your
do
videos?
the Bad Bunny videos. I haven't done a video on the bike in a while. But I got to be inspired to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
angry or happy or something. Jitty.
Hmm.
Things the United States does better than other countries. I have quite a few things that have accumulated in the crap pile here
Okay, let's do it.
that we can talk to. We're going to take a break here in a moment. It's 4:20 already. We haven't even done the weather yet. Oh, my God. We're so far behind.
Mm-hmm.
But time flies when you're having fun, and that's what we do here at News Talk. Before we take the break, on the morning show, if you listen and just call in and give Jay Scott your first name and last initial, you can win a Clark's Club membership just for taking that step. That's worth $180. But why not buy one if you don't have one? That way, with the hot weather right around the corner, you'll have a Clark's technician out for that $180 cost. They'll be out immediately to inspect your current system, make sure that your coolant's good to go, that all major components are in good working order, that your system is clean and running efficiently. Then, should something break, they're on call for you. Not the next day or the day after. Now, it's called priority service, and it's worth the peace of mind it provides. Same thing for your plumbing. Now, they don't inspect your plumbing, but they employ some of the greatest plumbers I have ever seen in my life who are awesome at diagnosing and applying a fix. And if something goes wrong and plumbing generally needs to be addressed immediately, you call 277-2125 and they'll dispatch somebody. Last time I had a fixture that wouldn't shut off. It actually just kind of spun off its hinges. I called around 7 o'clock at night, and the plumber had arrived and finished putting in new guts to that fixture, whatever they call that stuff, in an hour and 40 minutes. And for a very reasonable price, too. 277-2125. Guarantee yourself that priority service 24/7, 365 with Clark's. Visit clarkcomfort.com. Their Alabama certification number 09098, and talk to them. If you're ready to buy a new unit, you can get some great systems at 0%, and they will pay for themselves because they're so incredibly energy efficient. All good. How about traffic, Skipper?
Well, we have a new accident. Taylor Road at Halcyon Boulevard. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. Other than that, light to mostly moderate building traffic. We're beginning to see a lot more folks east-south Boulevard, Fairview Avenue, Norman Bridge, I-65 and 85 are building, as well as Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic flow. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can get a 2026 Frontier from 1.9% for 60 months. See David for all the details. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm-free, and even the nights are milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
The more you listen, the less spam you get in your inbox.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made. Sometime, take a close look around your house. This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's. If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of Current Safe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe. Oh, my daughter's second grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this. Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with Current Safe.
Did you know Epicure and Jack's Tavern is also a butcher shop? Epicure and Jack's Tavern wet-age premium cuts in-house and hand-cut every steak themselves. That means you're eating the same quality beef restaurants brag about, because they are the ones cutting it. From ribeyes to fillets, this is craftsmanship you can taste. Epicure and Jack's Tavern, where the butcher and the steakhouse live under one roof.
Hey, this is Troop with Heirloom Jewelers. I've been advertising at Blue Water for going on 3 years now. Since starting advertising at Blue Water, we have seen our business grow exponentially. And if you would like to see your business grow, I suggest advertising at Blue Water Broadcasting.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
More beer, you slappy wag. If there must be a bar, I can finally get a drink. I need to drink beer.
You need bar beers.
And as you know, I like to beer. Beer don't by itself.
I'm having a beer.
Free beer. I'm a booze hound.
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes and suit up.
Would you like some more champagne?
I'd love some.
Who's ready for margaritas?
Fireball. All right, last call, fellas. It's closing time.
Ah, crap. I'm not even half buzzed.
You give me 1, 2, 4 glasses of beer.
We came here to drink some beer.
And welcome back to Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela as we hit the halfway mark.
Yeah.
The bus to camp 6 o'clock has arrived at 4:30, and it got here awfully quick. Because if you were to ask me, what did we talk about?
I know.
I don't know.
I don't remember. We do need to talk about Ticketmaster thing.
Yes,
because
thank
that
you.
did pop up in the news.
Yeah, the ruling says Live Nation and Ticketmaster
Ticketmaster.
are a monopoly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're going to go to trial to figure out how to fix that, I guess. They're going to take it to a second trial to figure out how to break up the monopoly or, you know, if it comes to selling the companies separately.
And no doubt that this decision will be greatly cheered by a lot of people.
Yeah. It has become impossible to buy concert tickets, to afford them in a lot of cases.
Yeah. So it's, and of course, here, everything downtown, from Impact to the ballpark, is dealing, you know, with overcoming fear and apprehension about being downtown at night in our safe city where crime is going down.
Impact, you got to go through the box office. That's the way to get tickets,
Yeah.
straight through them.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got to get a hold of our buddy Sammy Smith, get him down here.
Yeah, we should.
Did you know anybody that went to the Stick Show?
Yes, one of our listeners, and she asked me if we were going to get backstage or if we were going and stuff, and I said no, we're not going.
School night.
Right.
Couldn't do a Sunday night.
Yeah, it was a
gotta
Sunday
be, I mean,
night.
that's one thing that comes, you know, because I'm like almost mature now. I just can't, you know, there's just time where you have to draw a line, and a Sunday night concert and a Monday morning 3 o'clock wake up, just, it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
I get it. I get up with Remy at 6, and I don't know how you do the morning show. I would be lagging big time. It's just you're conditioned for it.
Yeah. It's, well, I've been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like weekends. Sleeping in, that means 5 a.m. instead of 3.
I know I'm not a sleeping in person either. Like if I make it till 8 o'clock in bed, I am shocked. That's sleeping in for me.
I don't think that's happened to me in a long time.
Other people can sleep till, 10 or 11.
Unless there was
I
somebody
can't.
giving me a good reason to stay in bed.
Ooh. Hold on.
I didn't say that. Powerball's going to
Most
expand.
mornings I wake up before my alarm.
Powerball is going to expand to the UK.
What?
When are we going to get it here?
Right. Don't water down the pool already.
Yeah, I mean,
more.
I don't like this at all. It's tough enough to win with just the people that buy tickets here.
Come on.
Now we're going to the UK. Hey, look who's on the phone. It's our friend Dana.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show.
I heard you mention the biscuit.
Yes.
So when they're back in town next week on Thursday night, the 23rd, it's singles night.
Oh.
Singles night.
Yes.
They do like a mixer
you're gonna
night?
have people, you're going to get wristbands, like your status, and there'll be games to do in the club car bar, and they'll be bringing people out to do like speed dating between
That is fun.
Speed dating.
That would be so fun to do as a single. That's a neat way to meet people.
You know what they should do? They should designate a section and separate everybody by their astrological sign.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
wouldn't that be funny?
Compatible people sitting near each other?
Really?
That would be
I
fun.
think that's a pretty good idea. Hey, I went to the game Saturday night and had an awesome time.
I'm going next Saturday.
In fact, I think I'm going to try and catch at least one game every homestand because before you know it, then the season's over.
Exactly. And the shirt for the night of singles night is a stick of butter, and it says "Butter me up."
Singles
Cute.
night at the ballpark.
I love that idea. It's so hard to meet people nowadays.
If you go there
I know. I
for
think
singles
it's a
night,
great idea.
you'll fill up a whole section on your own. I see some of the comments that come in here.
I'm not single though.
Well, yes. Dana, I looked for you. You weren't at the box office Saturday night. I did try to.
Actually, no, I worked noon to 5 Saturday. They needed me to come in early, and so I left at 5.
By the
So I
way,
was out and about in the park.
Murph is so awesome. I want to do a shout out to the guest services folks at Davos Field for their extraordinary efforts on my behalf. Details shall remain secret for now, but they did us a huge solid. So, yeah, it's a great experience. Value-wise, are you kidding? I mean, the best. And perfect weather. This is the best time of the year to go.
Yes.
Wonderful weather, and where do you get to see such a great fireworks show after a Saturday night ball game?
That was, I've seen dozens of fireworks shows at the ballpark over the years, but the one on Saturday night seemed like it was like double or something. It was really, really good.
It's always a good one. It's never a skimpy show.
No. And I got to give Max credit for sponsoring the fireworks nights. That's their brand. They own that, and they're very, very smart for staying with it.
Yes, they are. So y'all have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Dana. All right, who wants to talk about something?
What else is in your pile?
Uh.
Did we ever talk about what Americans are better at than anybody else?
I buried it.
Probably a good thing.
I could find it. Yeah. I think we're better at everything than anybody else. People who are averse to needles.
Mm-hmm.
Me, are you kidding? I have been poked
I know. I don't care.
so many times that on a windy day, I make a whistling sound. Just go ahead. I got to do these bloodlettings over at the cancer center and all that stuff. I don't care.
I have this fat vein in my elbow right here, and it still has like poke marks in it from when I was pregnant. I'm pretty sure one time.
Wow.
Like, they're just scarred in there. I don't know why, but I'm always like, I got a good vein. Here
But
it is.
for those who are true needle phobes, and I'm not making this story up, there's an experimental vaccine beer
No.
using engineered yeast to deliver antigens to your body. They're not immunizations for kids. You're not going to be taking your kid for a beer and a vaccine. It's especially for polyomaviruses. I'm usually good with big words. This one, I don't know if it means, because it looks so much like polyamorous. Polyomaviruses. Small viruses that cause asymptomatic infections in most people. The inspiration was not people who are scared of needles, because researchers haven't developed an injectable vaccine for these viruses yet. They believe this could be helpful in getting sick people well faster with this yeast injection. Not infection, injection.
Interesting. But if it's an asymptomatic virus, how do you even know you have it?
Tell you what, you know what? It's the yeast they could do. Crap jokes like that have kept me in paychecks for many years, whether I deserve them or not. It's 4:38.
Traffic is brought to you by Skipper Pools. Skipper Pools for weekly service, equipment and liner replacements, and a sparkling pool all year. 356-0237. Skip the rest. Call the best. Skipper Pools.
We will tell you which states spend the most on booze coming up. Here's Skipper with traffic.
We have an accident right now, Taylor Road and Halcyon Boulevard. This is going to be right near the Buddy Watson ball fields. Please use caution there. On East South Boulevard, had an accident earlier at Narrow Lane, and we are still seeing a little bit of a backup there. Please use caution just in case they haven't got that one out of the way. It should be clear by now. Very busy building traffic everywhere else around Montgomery. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J., Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
Out-of-state gambling interests have been quietly laying the foundation for getting gambling approved here in Alabama. Political action committees for these out-of-state gambling interests have poured millions of dollars into state races for the 2026 election cycle. Montgomery Democrat Steve Raby has assisted in the flow of these dollars to various state lawmakers and their re-election campaigns. Raby runs the North Alabama PAC and has taken in over $1.8 million, with $300,000 of that coming from the Sports Betting Alliance. The SB&B PAC, also in Montgomery, has received $1.9 million from the Sports Betting Alliance. Both of these two PACs distributed the money to various campaigns, including $116,000 to Alabama Attorney General primary candidate Catherine Robertson, Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin, and Tuscaloosa City Council candidate Matthew Wilson. Former U.S. Congressman Mo Brooks recently put out a report that details the level of influence coming from these out-of-state gambling interests on state leaders in order to influence their position on gambling. Steve Raby has a history of being in opposition to Mo Brooks' stance on gambling. Raby ran against Mo Brooks for Congressional District 5 back in 2010, with Brooks winning that race. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Covenant Rescue Group seeks to directly support organizations and agencies that are fighting the global battle against human trafficking. They do this through funding, procuring, and advocating. You can go to covenantrescue.org for further details. They need your donations, guys. Hop on and donate.
A house fire in Birmingham has claimed the lives of 2 adults and a teenager. The fire broke out on Wednesday morning in the Green Acres community. The victims have been identified as 49-year-old Edward Hicks, 48-year-old Ferrentina Hicks, and 18-year-old Layla Hicks. The cause of the fire is being investigated. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
When it's time to replace an old window or door, you want expert craftsmanship and proven experience. You want Davis Door & Sash. Right now, take advantage of our limited time promotion. 10% off materials on new energy-efficient doors and windows. Voted best in the River region for windows and installation in 2024 and 25. Davis Door & Sash would love to work for you. Call 334-288-6010 or visit davisdoorandsashalabama.com. Davis Door & Sash, the perfect fit for your home.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm free, and even the nights are milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Feeling the pressure of high credit card rates? ASC Credit Union has you covered with a low 1.99% APR on balance transfers. Move your balances in March or April and lock in that 1.99% rate for your October statement. Visit ASC Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Raising taxes. Let me get this straight. They take money out your check every week, then they want some more money in April. What kind of gangster shit is that?
This is ridiculous. And you're going to catch me to death?
That is my money.
If you like, you can have all my money in my leg. How am I going to live? I only have $300 million.
I think we should give more tax breaks to the rich.
Get back. Keep your hands off my stack.
The government's got plenty of money. They don't need your taxes.
You don't even pay taxes. They pay taxes. You get the check, money gone.
I'm losing money, and it's your dog's fault.
I need to pay the government the taxes I owe.
I make $184 a year.
I declare bankruptcy.
We can make that much money in 5 seconds.
It's a crime. It's like my pie.
Well, a couple of years ago, I made some money I didn't pay taxes on.
What's up? You look stressed.
I just got my taxes done. They rushed me in, they rushed me out. I don't even think they listened.
Sorry, I gotta pay taxes.
Shut up and give me some money.
When I found you, you were boxing donkeys for money.
I think I may have told you months ago that I was going to be different this year and shocked my accountant and the world by filing early.
What time did you call him for the extension?
This is the funny part. Steve Duro, He's been on the air with us several times talking about changes in tax laws and things to watch out for. So yesterday on Tax Day Eve, I really haven't messaged with him yet this year, so I better text him and let him know, please, if you haven't, file my extension.
He did it on April 1st, didn't he?
He did it in January.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So I can blather all I want. I'm going to be different this year, but I never am.
That's funny.
So for me, it's like Scott Bessent, who was our most excellent Treasury Secretary, said people should be getting larger refunds because of the tax cuts in the big, beautiful bill. For me, I want to know if the damage is going to be lower this year than it usually is.
Mark Cumby said his refund was higher.
Well, I asked people to call up, and you don't have to tell us how much, but was it 10% higher, 20%? Were you surprised? But with those tax cuts came they started disallowing certain things you could take as standard deductions.
Yeah.
That took for years.
Yeah.
That's why I owe them money.
Mm-hmm.
But the state still gives you those same deductions. So I always get money back from Sweet Home Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Kay Ivey signature. Always smile when I see that. 447. Yeah, I thought that was funny. He knows me, my accountant. And not only can he help you with your taxes or any other accounting issues, but he can talk to you about bowling. Is
he in a league?
We bowled together on the same team for years at Bama Lanes on
Mhm.
Atlanta Highway on Tuesday night. Used to go straight from here to there.
Yeah.
It started at 6:30, so there was enough time to get there, throw a couple of practice balls. And he was one of those folks, Steve, knew what he was doing, but if he bowled a 225 or an 85, he was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because he always said, we're here to have fun, damn it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Never mind the score. So
I enjoy bowling just for having a good time.
we have not done a bowling outing in a long time, and I would
No.
like to schedule one of those, especially with summer coming.
Yeah.
You know, pick a Saturday where there's not much going on, and
Yeah,
either
we
go
can
to
get the
Prep
kids
Bowl.
in there in the air conditioning.
yeah,
Mhm.
we've had a good time with that. You know, the world is changing when you find yourself agreeing more and more with Bill Maher.
Who would have thunk it, right?
I know.
Or maybe it's just that he's finally agreeing with us.
Well, the most recent quote from him is, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000. Are you hearing about this in the media anywhere?
News Talk is us.
I mean, if you're the right person and you die, the media will make you a 24/7 story. But they don't care about Christians. They want you dead. They burned 18,000 churches. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this? Good question. Yeah, this is a Holocaust in real time in today's times, and nobody seems to care because, well, they're just Christians.
Right.
Here's Wetumpka Jeff.
Hello, Mr. Greg. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm all right. I posed this question to Joey today, and I'm going to pose it to you. My mom was watching Real America's Voice, and they informed everybody that Swigglewell and Tony Gonzalez have, they resigned.
Yes.
But they're going to be drawing taxpayer pension. I don't think they should draw anything that we have to pay for.
No, they shouldn't.
I think had they been expelled from Congress, and it was almost certain that both of them would be, that way it doesn't become partisan. We'll throw somebody out from each side. If they expel you from Congress, I think you lose that. I don't know that they can take it away now, but look at Swallowell. I mean, he's still a fairly young guy. He was going to be the governor of California, and you can bet your ass, pardon me, that he had eyes on the White House at some point down the road. As dopey looking as he is, he wanted to be president. I think the guy we have to watch out for is Mom Donnie.
Yeah, that's for sure. But now he's admitting that or was it that the grocery stores are limited on
Yeah,
what they can
very
buy?
limited. There's a handful of items you'll get at a good price. Otherwise, you're going to be paying pretty much what anybody, because they don't want to operate at loss. But here's the other part of that story that needs a little attention. He's making a big deal, him and his big smile, and all these brainless idiots that follow him around like he's some kind of a rock star. They're not going to open this grocery store in East Harlem until 2029. So who cares? Why is this even a story? Open the damn thing.
Right. Why does it take that long?
In the private sector or in a capitalistic society, which he wants nothing to do with, if a grocery store chain says, okay, we're going to open here, they'll have it up and running in 6 months. But when the government runs it, it takes 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So why is everybody in New York excited about this? It's so stupid and
They'll be
unnecessary.
starved to death by then.
They already flipped all the Winn-Dixies in the area to the Piggly Wiggly Food for Less or Piggly Wiggly. So you can open a place quick.
If you want to, yeah, but the government doesn't know how to do anything efficiently. It can't. It is not set up to be
There's
efficient.
a reason for it. There's a reason.
I
And
don't
it has
disagree
to do with money.
Yeah. So it just galls me that this he's. In fact, I wonder if I could find it. Thank you for the call, Wetumpka Jeff. Michael Goodwin, who is one of my favorite writers in the New York Post. You watch already. It seems that coverage on the Swallowwell story is diminishing.
How many accusations are there against him?
About 5.
And how old are they?
And by the way, David Blackman on Monday said there's a rumor that the Senator Gallego from Arizona
Mm-hmm.
was the cameraman for videotaping that one episode. He could be next. There could be others.
Mm.
Basically, so many people in Congress are either crazy, communist, off the deep end, or perverts or deviates.
Yeah.
When you eliminate,
Sometimes all 3, 4.
when you eliminate all of those people, what do you got left?
It's because they have unlimited power. They're able to do all the normal things that the average person thinks is fancy or excessive or elaborate. And then those things are just normal to them. So they need to do the next extreme thing to still get the same high that somebody else would get from doing something, normal.
Did you see that there's a new Juicy Smollett type story?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Let me find this because I put it on Facebook this afternoon while I was doing laundry. Hang on one second. It's below the Bill Maher story. Have that. I have a picture. We talked about this morning. The South African politician, I think he's running for mayor of Johannesburg. Part of his campaign was against the massive number of potholes they have that have been unfixed. So he found a big pothole, put on a deep dive outfit, and went snorkeling in the pothole.
There ain't no way.
Pretty smart pilot. Here's the story here.
Share it. Share your screen so we can see
just
it.
did. Now, Sonny McVeigh's family said agents told them she was not in custody despite her phone location previously showing her at the Broadview ICE facility. Basically, this Pakistani woman is now being sued for $1 million for faking her ICE detention for the publicity. It was a hoax. You may remember this story. The headline said DHS detains U.S. citizen from Evanston at O'Hare, releases her in Wisconsin after nearly 2 days. It was all made up.
What?
And of course, because she was a person of color and a minority, the media didn't ask any questions. And now it turns out the whole thing was a frickin' hoax. She's the chick version of Juicy Smollett.
Mm.
This is what we're dealing with here. Desperate for attention. I really don't know what motivates somebody. And then now there's a new beef cereal. Meaties. I kid you not.
Ew, what?
Meaties. Let's pop this on. There it is. Meaties beef cereal. The perfect way to ruin your day right from the start.
Surely not.
Wheaties have always been the breakfast of champions, and a cereal on the block called Wheaties is hoping to launch a revolution of breakfast itself.
A dehydrated version that's lightly sweetened by honey or maple syrup.
Yeah, built on the strength of ground beef, though.
That
That
is odd.
I don't see this happening.
That's got to be fake,
No,
right?
no, this is real. Meaties. In fact, I may have some audio. Let me look for that because I'm just so frickin' spontaneous. Sign in. Delicious audio. Stand by, folks. We'll be with you in a moment.
Share that screen when you find it.
Are you going to be here after 5?
No.
Oh, you're going to miss out on the Lazy Beaver story.
No, I've got to go get Remy.
It's almost 5 o'clock now.
I know, time flies.
Let me find this Meaties story. Hang on.
That is crazy.
Everything's crazy.
That's true.
Is it Stupid News, Dr. Oz, Things That Suck Day, Beaver, Meaties beef cereal.
Okay, share it.
Okay, and let's listen.
Okay.
Cereal. It's got 20 grams of grass-fed beef. It's also got raw honey, roasted peanuts, cocoa, salt, and monk fruit extract. This stuff kind of looks like a joke. Let's try it. It feels really crispy, and it kind of looks like dried up ground beef. I think it's actually really good. Like ground beef cereal just doesn't sound that good. But you taste the raw cocoa, the honey, the peanut butter. I think my kids don't like it, honestly, because of the raw cocoa. It's not like Fruity Pebbles. Would I eat this every day? No. But does it taste a lot better than I thought? 100%.
I mean, I would rather just have like regular ground beef with some eggs.
Yeah. And if you want, I make that, one of these days I'll bring it in, this great Sloppy Joe in a homemade sauce that has a sweet tang to it. I should do a cooking show. Man in the kitchen. I could reinvent that particular genre, but I'm just so busy. Thank you. It's so great to see you today.
Well, I'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. 2 days in a row. Who's the luckiest guy in this town? That would be me. Brad McDonald's going to analyze today's market news. It was kind of a stable day. We like that. If you have a family issue going on, or you know somebody who does, this is important because navigating highly emotional, supercharged family circumstances requires what I describe as legal leadership. And goodness knows I've navigated a few of my own. And you know what I learned? You're always better turning it over and not managing yourself. And in this town, regardless of age or any other statistic pertinent to the case, Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson are your best option. The legal leadership, it's the ability to digest the facts of the situation, analyze where you're at, where you want to get to, and then they lay out a plan on how to get there. And all you have to do is follow. That's why it's called legal leadership. Their knowledge of the law, I've never seen them look anything up. They have it right at hand, which is great. Of course, they would if those circumstances dictated. But there's something above and beyond the law when you have great attorneys representing you in a very emotionally charged crisis who can look you in the eye, as they did for me, and say, we've got this. Relax. We've got this. Let us do our job, and we'll let you know what you need to do to make all of this work out eventually. Giving that burden to somebody who's more than amply qualified to take it off your hands. That's the difference. Now, they also have helped people who are struggling to adopt and running into red tape and bureaucracy, people with blended families, people who have come back from the past to haunt you with more demands, whatever the situation, turn it over to the right people. Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson. For more information on their firm and everything they handle, from divorce to making out a will, go to this web address, thealabamafamilylawyers.com, thealabamafamilylawyers.com, or give this number, 819-4810, here in the 334 for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right, up to the traffic dungeon. Wall Street Business, SRI News, and Brant coming up.
Well, traffic remains busy all over the area this afternoon. Interstates, boulevards are really beginning to load up now. Folks are about to be getting off work, and that's going to cause a big flood on 65, 85, East South Boulevard.
31 to Prattville. Going to be busy as well here in a bit. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka already reporting light to moderate traffic flow. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd, 11:30 a.m. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. Another round of staff reductions at Snap.
Snap Inc., the owner of Snapchat, is cutting about 16% of its global workforce, or about 1,000 jobs. 300 job openings will remain unfilled.
That is correspondent Lisa Dwyer reporting. The owner of the social media platform made the announcement today. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump will return the economy to greatness for all.
President Trump has built the greatest economy in the world before. He is doing it again. Of course, we have this short-term disruption, but again, it's for the long-term strategic goal of ensuring that these terrorists cannot possess a nuclear bomb.
Leavitt says the high gas prices are the cost of keeping Iran in check. The S&P 500 rose to a new record today on Wall Street, gaining 55 points. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down by 72. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Montgomery Men's Health salutes the man everyone depends on. You, the grill master. Your family don't have to go out to eat. You carry the load. You solve the problems. Mr. Fix It. But when you're off, we all feel it. And what happens when the gas runs out? When the strength drops? When the transmission stalls? And I ain't just talking about your truck. Male performance is complicated. Treating low T and ED requires technical precision, and that's where Montgomery Men's Health shines. We've been conquering this since 2014, long before every strip mall had a low T sign. We started this clinic to level you up, to help separate fact from internet fiction, hype from the successful realities we see every day. What works 92% of the time versus what might work online. And we keep getting better. Better service, better care, better value. And for $99, you'll receive a lab panel in minutes and a consultation with our medical provider. Don't wait. Call 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
And now a star is born. On April 15th, 1997, the world welcomed little baby Maisie Williams. Let's listen in as the Game of Thrones star enters the world.
Congratulations. It's a girl. What are you going to name her?
The girl has no name.
Oh.
Maisie Williams, a star is born.
From the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Jesse Bland.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Pakistan's army chief has arrived for talks in Tehran in the latest diplomatic move to ease tensions in the region and arrange a second round of negotiations between the United States and Iran. That's according to the Pakistani military, which said Wednesday that the delegation included the country's interior minister and other senior security officials. The military said the visit was part of the ongoing mediation efforts, but gave no other further details. A jury has found that concert giant Live Nation and its Ticketmaster subsidiary engaged in an anti-competitive monopoly. The New York jury decided Wednesday on claims from dozens of U.S. states that the entertainment ticketing behemoth was a monopoly that cost concertgoers and sports fans. More details at smnnews.com.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $8 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Shortwave, take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
That's the universal sound that says we have breaking news. It's a traffic update from a listener, and here he is. What you got?
Yeah, on Highway 31 North, and north of Prattville, just before the Pine Level area, there is a pile of burning tires in the middle of the road. So expect a traffic delay there.
How does a pile of burning tires get in the middle of the road?
It looked like there was a service truck, and maybe they had caught on fire in the truck because the truck looked partially burnt, but they had police on the scene, but traffic was backed up all the way down to the interstate almost.
All right. We will make sure Skipper's aware of that, too, although he probably is. We just haven't had an update for a bit. But thank you so much for the call. We always appreciate these. Generally, it gets the information out just a little bit quicker when we have an eyewitness. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All righty. GOP cheers tax cuts. Scott Bessent says the average refund this year was $3,400, and that's up 11%. I wish it was me. I just want my deductions back. Is that too much to ask? Okay. I'll keep my mouth shut. Yesterday, it was right around this time we broke the story about baby Jessica, who many of us were around when she fell into a well in Texas. And this was at the advent of nonstop, breathless coverage by CNN and the other networks. It was the lead story in the news for days while they worked to rescue this cute little girl. But the news yesterday wasn't so cute. In fact, it was rather ominous. Little baby Jessica is in trouble for domestic violence, and we do have a statement from her, all grown up at age 39. Where did it go? Here she is, arrested for domestic assault.
The term baby Jessica, it is still an everyday thing. I have people that's how they associate me. I actually told a lady the other day that I was the little girl that fell in the well, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're baby Jessica." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am."
That was from a People magazine TV interview about 6 years ago. Jessica McClure Morales arrested for domestic violence, charged with assault causing bodily injury, and she is currently out on bail, and I wanted to update that now since we talked about it yesterday, right around this time. It is 10 minutes after 5 o'clock, today being tax day. Why don't we take a moment and listen to an educational film on the history of taxes? Lights?
Britannica Films proudly presents The History of Taxation. The word taxes comes from the Greek word taxabuntius, which translated means blood from a stone. Taxes began in ancient Greece during the Golden Age. Thus began the Bronze Age. As ancient Greeks were taxed up, the assets were often sold to pay back taxes rather than be in arrears. In medieval times, taxes were paid with goats, sheep, and the occasional chicken. Those unable to pay became eunuch. Today, taxes, also known as duty, are everywhere. The food we eat, the beer we drink, and the gas we have in our cars. Meet George Bush, president of many faces. During his campaign for president, Americans thought he had promised no new taxes. Right, George?
No, new tax.
Oh, perhaps we misread your lips. So remember, taxes are your responsibility. File now or file later. And so concludes the history of taxation.
Shortwave, take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
This just in, courtesy of our virtual producer, Mark Cumby, from the New York Post. Anxiety drug Xanax recalled nationwide. How to check if your prescription is included. Let me share this. Look at this. I'm doing this all by my big self. Come on. Yeah, that's not what I want. There it is. Popular anxiety drug. It's in the New York Post. And we'll find out why it's being recalled in a moment. Adam's Drug's about. Find out if you use Xanax or you have a prescription, why it's being recalled, and if you're part of it. That's just part of the service. Visit adamsdrugs.net to find the one nearest you. It's 5:13. Brant coming up.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, what do you require? Call New Choir.
With the seasons changing, your HVAC system is working overtime. Call Lou Choir today to schedule a tune-up with one of the expert technicians to keep your system running efficiently and reliably. Keep your home comfortable all season long. 24-hour emergency service available. License number 22154.
Call New Choir right now.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, work for the best in the business.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm-free, and even the nights are milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank, serving families and communities since 1906. Proud to be named 16th best performing bank nationally in their asset category by American Banker. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisements.
It's a tradition on this show to play this woman every year on tax
You
day.
tax us when we're born. You tax us when we're dead. You tax us when we eat. You tax us when we sleep. You tax us every which way. Get off of my back.
And they're always finding new ways to do it. Just ask anybody that lives in Virginia. I do believe the man that's on the phone with us right now is Mr. Right on the Money, because I'll be mighty embarrassed if it's not him. Brad McDonald.
Hey, buddy.
Of Investivisor. Yes, it is you. I could set my watch by you. You're so reliable. And that's good when you're a financial planner. How are you, my friend?
Well, hey, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing great. As a matter of fact, another interesting day. And, we continue to sort of just grind higher, if you will. And I think it's all about, some of the positive news that continues to come out of this Iranian thing. I think, the blockade is working well. So far, no skirmishes, no major issues. And in terms of the geopolitical picture, it does appear that most market participants are relatively calm with respect to what's happening in Iran. And I think everyone's beginning to shift their focus now to this meeting that's coming up with Trump and President Xi here in a couple of weeks, I believe it is. So that's a big deal. I mean, that's a very, very big deal. He's going to China. So we'll see if anything sort of revolutionary comes out of those meetings. We all know the history there, right? I mean, they've become one of our major adversaries. Interestingly enough, we've been talking about earnings as well, and tomorrow we get a couple of earnings releases that are of particular importance to me. One comes from Taiwan Semiconductor. The semiconductor industry obviously been in the news a whole lot over the last many weeks. Obviously, we know all about Taiwan, but I suspect there's going to be a lot that comes out in that call. Maybe not so much in terms of political overtones as it relates to China, as much as it relates to, the semiconductor fabrication sector, that whole manufacturing sector. Taiwan Semi is involved in a major semiconductor plant, and so I think in sort of an indirect way, that earnings call could go a long way and touch on some, as I said, indirectly, some of the political issues that are going on in China. Because, again, the United States has made a massive move to try to end their reliance in terms of the U.S. semiconductor industry, in their reliance on Taiwan Semi over in Taiwan. They want to do that more on the mainland in the U.S., and so I'll be looking towards that call. The other one is United Healthcare, which really could be interesting as they issue commentary around, not just the healthcare industry, but really about Medicare and what they're hearing inside of Washington with respect to forward-looking Medicare reimbursement rates. That's going to dovetail into a broader, bigger discussion around the fiscal health, the fiscal profile of the United States. And today is tax day, and I did want to mention, obviously today, the deadline for everyone, and there's no doubt, there's no question that for the vast majority of people in the country, they're getting massive refunds, on their tax returns. And I don't know if you heard, but Scott Bessent today.
We just announced that.
To change the withholding rate so that you could give yourself basically a pay raise for the rest of this year. And I think he's right. I mean, that's what you want to do. Once you've completed your tax return and you know exactly sort of what your, quote, effective tax rate is under this new piece of legislation, the big, beautiful bill, then you can adjust or sort of dial in your federal and state withholding or federal withholdings more specifically around what your tax bill will be, so that by the time you get to the end of this time next year, you won't really owe anything, but you won't have to pay anything either. The net impact is your monthly check goes up. I love it. I mean, I think it's great, and I believe in empowering the American public with more of their more of their money, allowing them to keep more of their hard-earned money. I will say there's no doubt, though, that it does probably exacerbate to a degree the U.S. budget deficit, and that's a fact. But what you want to see happen is the economic activity, the economic dividends from people who have more money in their pocket to spend or to save or save/pay off debt, which is the same thing. that could go a long way towards, helping to stabilize the U.S. economy, because we are so largely driven by consumerism, and so we'll see if we get those dividend effects in the coming months. We'll be focused on that, obviously. The other thing I would say too, Greg, along the earnings front, as well as some of the fiscal things, on earnings Monday, we're going to get earnings from Tesla. And, we talked a little bit about Tesla the other day. More specifically, we discussed SpaceX and the IPO and the potential of the rumors that are swirling out there of a possible merger with Tesla.
Yeah, we had talked about that the other day.
Yeah, so it'll really, really be fascinating to me to tune into the Tesla earnings call on Monday and really see, are they going to announce anything new? Are they going to talk about SpaceX? Are they going to give any hints around this, as I said, sort of very large rumors all over the place that they could be merged with SpaceX, creating the largest vertically integrated AI sort of robot space company in the world. So we'll be locked in on that as well. But the last thing I want to touch on with respect to inflation, crude prices have been slowly coming down. It's going to take a little time for gas prices to come down, especially, I think, if the war is truly over or we're about to conclude this thing. That would certainly be very, very helpful. But we also, Greg, are coming up now. Here we are, really almost to the 1-year anniversary of when Trump launched the tariffs, and in April of last year. Mm-hmm. And so it's really going to be pretty neat, I think, to see in May what the CPI and PPI numbers look like. And I touched on this a little bit yesterday. Certainly whenever you have a 3 handle or a 3.0 something percent inflation rate, that's a little too high. It's got to come down. But I think when we get into May and certainly by June, I'm expecting to see, because again, we're going to lap that 1 year on tariffs, and Trump's not going to slap more tariffs on. So we should start to flatline a little bit with respect to the part of the tariffs that are contributing to that CPI headline. And so
I'll tell you, if they successfully get the conflict in Iran done, gas prices start to drop, this is all going to play very well with the public, because it'll prove Trump to be right, that he had a plan.
I think so too. I really do too. I have to say, I do wish Trump would stop doing some of these.
Yes, I totally agree. The theatrics, the memes, they're so destructive, because then everybody's talking about, oh, did you see this tweet or that, instead of the result. It gets totally obscured in the rest of the conversation, and it hurts him. And it bothers me for that reason.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy. I just don't get it. I don't get it. He's got a lot of great things he could talk about. Let the results speak for themselves. We shut the door on this Iranian issue, and he can celebrate, ending this 47 years of their reign of terror and all those kinds of things. Let the gas prices come down, celebrate the tax cuts, just a lot of things. But he just keeps burying himself with this stupid memes. I don't get it, man.
Look, I'm a big fan of the policies, and I just wish he would. It's just so counterproductive. It gives the people that hate him, and there are plenty of them.
About this. We were talking about this in the first term. You remember all the times we come on the air and talk about how he could be more popular than Reagan, for crying out loud. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
And instead, it's turning people against the Republican Party. I saw a poll yesterday, Brant. In Florida, Ron DeSantis can't run for another term. right now it's a dead heat between the Democrats and Republicans in a state that's done better by Republican policies than maybe any other. That should not be. And that's, to me, that's a lot of just anti-Trump stuff. It's not based on.
I think you're right.
So
I just, anyway, well, there's nothing we can do about it except talk about it on the air, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, let's keep the good times rolling. I mean, like I said, we've been in the positive every day. We seem to be stabilized.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. And we'll talk about these earnings tomorrow. We're going to get those, Netflix reports as well tomorrow afternoon.
I'm going to be interested in that because Netflix keeps raising their prices, and there's a lot of people that are also mad about them because they've remained committed to being woke. And I'm sorry, I think woke has seen its time. But we'll see. I look forward to that.
I do too. I want to see what those subscriber numbers look like. I have a feeling they're not going to be that great, but we'll see.
Brad, as always, we appreciate your time and effort in bringing us the truth every day. Thank you, sir.
You got it, my friends. Y'all have a nice evening, and we will chat tomorrow.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Got a Jesse Waters clip on Eric Swallowell, and I'm telling you, they're going to make Swallowell vanish. They're not going to keep this lingering around, this despicable human being. But Jesse Waters did a commentary on Swalwell that I would like to hear. I hope you'll join me for that a few minutes from now. We're off to the traffic dungeon again for Skipper.
Getting really busy on the interstates right now. 65 northbound, bunching up a little bit right before Cobbsport Road on 65. And we've got a good bit of traffic still. Bell to Taylor to Chantilly, 85 northbound. Boulevards are busy. Had a report of burning tires in the road on Highway 31 near Pine Level. Please watch out for emergency vehicles that might be working that. Keep it here. We'll update you if any accidents happen. McKinnon Toyota has all the specials from Toyota plus small town service, and they're family owned. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the Jay Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Access denied.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
With spring officially here, Pizza Perfect has sprung a great deal for April. Get a free order of breadsticks or cinnamon sticks with the purchase of any large or medium pizza. That'll make the whole family smile. Pizza Perfect's amazing buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook.
This is Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. If you're in outside sales and feel your income is capped, it might be time for a change. At Blue Water, top performers build strong books of business and create real income by helping local companies grow through radio and digital marketing, including social, streaming, and targeted campaigns. You'll prospect new business, manage your own accounts, and control your earning potential in a performance-driven environment. We're looking for motivated, experienced sales professionals who are ready to be rewarded for what they produce. If that sounds like you, send me your resume today at bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
It's allergy season, and you need something stronger than the over-the-counter meds. Well, now there's Pseudoactabenazide Cannahistis Claraflonate Dimetapaphene. Pseudoactabenazide Cannahistis Claraflonate Dimetapaphene helps you control all of your allergy symptoms. Pseudoactabenazide Cannahistis Claraflonate Dimetapaphene not only relieves your runny nose, sneezing, and itchy and watery eyes, it can also be used as an oven cleaner. Warning, taking Pseudoactabenazide Cannahistis Claraflonate Dimetapaphene may cause
drowsiness.
Ask for it by name.
The River Region's News Talk station. News Talk 93.1. WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Improve your life by employing an American war tactic with your very own at-home blockade.
Honey, I can't open the garage fridge. You parked too close.
That's because I'm blockading the beer until you fix the toilet.
An at-home blockade helps you manage your family.
Mom, why is the recliner in front of the pantry? To keep you from eating the cookies for my book club tomorrow. You are blockaded, mister.
You can even blockade your front door to keep solicitors away.
Well, who could that be? I blockaded the whole porch.
I ordered Chinese. They can still get through.
Bring the Strait of Hormuz straight to your home.
Honey, toilet's fixed.
Thank you, at-home blockade.
Why not? 532 on News Talk 93.1 FM. You know, I don't go in and out of the stream, so if you saw me leave the room right now, after 5 o'clock, I'm basically here alone, and the trash had to go out. This is such a glamorous gig, but it's got to be done. I mentioned by the way, for those of you who aren't aware, our Wednesday nights at Baumhauer's have been paused, so we're not gathering there tonight. You're certainly welcome to go and have some great food and fun, but we'll resume at the end of the month, and I'll have details on that coming up probably next week. But for today and a week from today, on pause. I love Jesse Waters. I think he's incredibly articulate, and he's got a clip on Eric Swalwell. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
Fox News alert, another Swalwell accuser just went public, and the allegations are graphic. Viewer warning.
I believe he drugged my drink. I only had one glass of wine. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I did not consent to any sexual activity.
She says the pain didn't go away.
It had a profound impact on my mental health. I self-medicated in an unhealthy way. I did not want to live anymore. I cried all the time for years. At the time, I was in a dating relationship with a boyfriend I was fully committed to. I've never cheated in my life, and I would never have engaged in a consensual sexual encounter with Eric Swalwell.
Today, she handed over what she says are damning texts and photos to the LA sheriff. That's now 5 women accusing him of rape, sexual assault, and harassment, and they want justice.
The fact that he has now dropped out of the governor's race and resigned from Congress, is that justice in your view?
No, it's just the beginning. It's just the very beginning. And I know personally that we're not walking away from this fight.
For me, justice won't be until he can't ever harm a woman ever again, and he has faced the consequences for the women that he has harmed. I think we just prevented another 30 to 40 years potentially of him harming people if he were to stay in Congress.
One woman claims Swalwell sent her nudes she didn't ask for and says he showed up at her apartment uninvited. Says this wasn't a mistake, it was a mindset.
He thought that he was untouchable. He didn't care what he was putting out there. He thought that all of these women would stay loyal to him.
My delay in taking action against Eric was driven by fear, not doubt. Fear of his political power, his background as an attorney, and his family law enforcement ties.
Drugging, choking, rape. These are serious accusations. The Manhattan District Attorney is investigating, and we expect prosecutors in LA to do the same. Swalwell swears he's innocent and insinuates it's a setup. Kash Patel heard that and invited the congressman to sit down for an FBI interview. I doubt he'll do that.
Yeah.
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna told us last night her former colleague might end up in cuffs.
I do think that he has serious criminal problems on his hand, and I do think that he might end up in jail, Jesse. And if I could just share with you for a moment, not only did I receive forensic reporting showing that, that infamous video of him in the hotel room was indeed him. It was not AI generated. But I'm also being told that, more stuff is going to be dropping in the next 24 hours. And then also potentially the individual that recorded that video in that hotel room, Jesse, was a female and she was underage.
Oh. Fox hasn't been able to independently confirm Swalwell was actually the guy in the video or anyone in the room was underage, but we're working on it. Democrats raised millions off Believe All Women, remember?
Yeah.
They nuked due process in the process. And Swalwell, he led the charge.
My Republican colleagues do not trust women. You don't trust women. Do you all ever talk to women? They deserve better. Trust women, my friends. Trust women. They will get it right.
Turns out Democrats only believe women when it works for them. Everybody knew Swalwell had a zipper problem. Even his best friend in the whole world, not our words, Swalwell's, says he had a rep.
I'm going to pause it there so we can take the next break, but is this not making you somewhat ill? Especially this smug piece of crap making it about Republicans. Yeah, it's stunning. Donald Trump, when they call him a pedophile or say he was convicted of rape, all of that's total BS. But they get away with it because Trump derangement syndrome is sanctioned by a big chunk of the media. But this guy, I hope to God that he does get arrested, that he does get tried. And it sounds like there's enough women now who are determined to see that through. And I wish them all the strength in the world to see it through, because that is not easy. It's like the woman said, she was not only afraid of him as an attorney, but his law enforcement ties. He was worse than a bully. And these are powerful people that can make bad things happen if you out them. So good. Keep going.
Believe these women.
539.
Well, we have a report of some burning tires on the road, Highway 31 near Pine Level. Outside of that, we're just looking at very busy building traffic everywhere. A little busy east-south Boulevard, narrow lane to Woodley. I-85 northbound, Bell to Taylor to Chantilly. 65 northbound has been a good bit busy with a little bunching up right before Cobbs Ford Road. And Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. We will keep you updated. Lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Nissan. Plus, they've got 0% financing on 2026 Muranos. It's worth the drive, and they need your trade-in. See David at McKinnon Nissan for all the details. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. McCovery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police have made a second arrest in a 2025 deadly shooting. 21-year-old Jarcavius Smith is charged with capital murder. The shooting took place March 20th in the 700 block of Haverlock Lane, where 23-year-old Shaquille Davis was found dead from a gunshot wound. 21-year-old Lamesian Allen is also charged with capital murder in the case. Governor Kay Ivey signed the Work Zone Safety Act into law Tuesday afternoon. The act establishes a 2-year pilot program using automated camera systems to enforce speed limits on interstate construction zones. Drivers caught going at least 10 miles per hour over the limit in a work zone will receive a traffic citation in the mail. Alabama State University officially introduced Chris Wright as its new men's head basketball coach Tuesday afternoon. Chris Wright has an overall career record of 332 wins and 121 losses with a history of transformational success. In 2021, Wright took over a 1-win Langston University team and led them to a 31-3 record in just his first season. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.49 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Y'all hear about all those politicians making money in the stock market?
Yeah, that Nancy Pelosi's making a killing.
Yeah, she is. And so is Coach.
Tommy Tuberville?
Yeah, he and Pelosi are making millions. Turns out old Senator Tuberville's trading ag futures while he's on the ag committee.
Wow, Tommy Tuberville's making a killing in the stock market.
Yep, just like Nancy Pelosi.
It's all just a big game to Coach Tuberville.
In 2024, Tommy Tuberville made millions trading stocks, just in 1 year.
Wonder what else there is.
So Tommy Tuberville is making millions in the stock market, all in the industries he regulates.
Tommy Tuberville's great at making millions for himself.
Now I want to know.
Just how much money did Tommy Tuberville and Nancy Pelosi make for themselves in the stock market?
Why don't we ask him? Let's call Tommy Tuberville. Ask him how much money he made himself in the stock market.
And tell him, for us, it's not a game.
This advertisement is paid for by the Alabama Leadership Fund.
We know the businesses that keep our communities moving. We walk the same streets, shop the same stores, and support the same local families. Janney King franchise owners take pride in caring for the places they keep our hometown strong. With dependable service, attention to detail, and commitment to doing the things the right way, more businesses are choosing Janney King as their trusted local cleaning partner. Visit JanneyKingCleans.com today.
Montgomery Men's Health salutes the man everyone depends on. You, the grill master. Your family don't have to go out to eat. You carry the load. You solve the problems. Mr. Fix It. But when you're off, we all feel it. And what happens when the gas runs out? When the strength drops? When the transmission stalls? And I ain't just talking about your truck. Male performance is complicated. Treating low T and ED requires technical precision, and that's where Montgomery Men's Health shines. We've been conquering this since 2014, long before every strip mall had a low T sign. We started this clinic to level you up, to help separate fact from internet fiction, hype from the successful realities we see every day. What works 92% of the time versus what might work online. And we keep getting better. Better service, better care, better value. And for $99, you'll receive a lab panel in minutes and a consultation with our medical provider. Don't wait. Call 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Well, hi, everybody. This warm string of days continues. Still dry, still storm-free, and even the nights are milder, with the overnight low temperature tonight down to about 60, clear to partly cloudy. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, upper 80s again for a high. If we get to 90 on Friday, that would tie the record. And I'm looking for near 90 again on Saturday. That's also record territory. There could be some widely scattered showers and storms late Saturday night in the overnight hours into Sunday morning, but the chances look relatively small. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Why did the IRS audit the chiropractor? Because he owed them back taxes. Where do homeless accountants live? In tax shelters. Why don't skunks pay taxes? They only have 1 cent. Did you hear about tax day? 50 Cent just changed his name to Quarter. How many accountants does it take to change a light bulb? As many as it took last year. What kind of taxes are there on trash bags? Hefty ones. And no one is glad about it.
All right. Just before the break, it's 5:47, by the way. We were playing a clip from Jesse Waters going into a deep dive on the Eric Swallowell situation. And we paused it at the point where he was going to introduce Swallowell's friend, somebody who I believe was the chief of staff. Swallowell, again, the guy who said, trust all women, believe all women. Just the language I would need to describe what I think of this guy, and I've always despised him. I don't understand why California trusted him. There's just something about his look. And by the way, no mercy for the idiot from Texas that had an affair with a staffer who ultimately took her own life. And let's remember, too, Congress is loaded, and the Senate, with drunks, deviants, people of low moral character, and yet somehow they keep getting elected. That's the thing that mystifies me, that it has to get to this kind of a situation with a clown like Swalwell before anybody does anything. Here's his buddy.
In the beginning, you said when you first heard these rumors a few weeks ago, that's when you called him. Then you said you've heard these rumors for years. So which one is it, Senator?
So I heard rumors of him being flirty. When you first heard these rumors, should you have acted when you first heard these rumors several years ago? The rumors I heard were that he was just a flirty social guy. That's it.
Nancy had to know. She was his mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Pelosi put him on the House Intel Committee and had his back after Fang Fang. She also tapped him to take down Trump on impeachment, J6 committees. Nance sponsored him. Now she says, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Some Republicans and others are saying that Democrats turned kind of a blind eye, that they knew what he was up to.
No, that's not true. That is absolutely positive. It's true that they may say that, but it is absolutely not true.
You had no idea.
None whatsoever.
Nancy knows everything. It's her job to know. She knows who's having an affair, who's having money troubles, whose kid has a drug problem. Nancy's a lot of things, but she's not ignorant. Hollywood poured over $100,000 into Swalwell's campaign. Sean Penn, Robert De Niro, Jane Fonda. Big names, big checks. Did they know Swalwell's dirty little secret? Little Eric was crashing in his big billionaire backer's pool house. Now the donor's like, Eric who?
Did you suspect this at all? No, I was blown away. How's your relationship with Eric? Are you guys still friends?
Eric who?
Is that clear?
After the coup, everyone plays clueless.
Yeah.
Democrats had dirt on Swalwell the whole time. But he was useful as a weapon against Trump. So they turned a blind eye to his shenanigans until he threatened their power in California. Then boom, coup. Nuked him on the eve of the primary. They fired their first shot Friday in the San Francisco Chronicle, hometown paper, make it look local. Then every endorsement got yanked. Like clockwork, victims started appearing on TV, and by Monday, he was done. The last accuser today was supposed to be the kill shot, but he was already out. Someone call 911. I'd like to report a murder. This was such a highly orchestrated, well-executed political assassination. The only way this could have been pulled off in 3 days, if the Democrat machine knew about Swalwell's skeletons for years. Reporters are running around D.C. bragging they had dirt on Swalwell this whole time. Other congressmen, staff, They're all saying, yeah, we knew. Did they dig into it? No. Did they tell them to knock it off? Doubt it. Did any of them help the women? No. They waited until the machine gave the green light and then said, yes, sir, and took him out. Same thing happened with the Biden cover-up. They knew Joe was toast, lied about it, but when Biden blew himself up at the debate, he became a liability and put all their seats in play, threatened their power. So he got whacked. Then Tapper wrote a book, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, everybody knows Joe was comatose. He fell asleep in his soup. The Democratic machine is ruthless. They survive on blackmail, cover-ups, and coups. Trump took on the Republican machine in 2016 and beat it, but the Democrat machine, still undefeated. We're not saying Swalwell's a victim. No, he loaded the gun. The party just pulled the trigger. They made Eric Swalwell cool. They put him out there like this young gun with social media game, a straight white guy without toxic masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
You look at Swalwell's profile, cable news hits, foreign travel, top committee spots. You'd think this guy was the coolest kid in D.C. That's what the Democrats wanted you to think. But when the first girl came forward, nobody had his back. Not one person in the media, after all those TV hits, he lived in their green rooms. Not one person in the House, not one person on his staff defended him. No, whoa, Eric's a good guy. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Nothing. No loyalty, no friends, nothing. Everybody knew. And when it was time, they knew what to do. What a nasty business. So Swalwell's finished, and the bench is thin. It's potatoes or the billionaire. But potatoes has baggage. She's accused of burning her husband with a pot of scalding hot mashed potatoes.
What a maniac.
Hence the nickname.
Let me pause if you're watching on YouTube. Look at this woman. Is there any doubt from that? That's not just an awkward facial freeze. She looks like that all the time. Crazy. How could she even be a serious candidate to run the state of California? Not to mention being an abuser.
Terrorizing her staff. And you remember this?
I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that.
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you.
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with them?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Yeah, this is on CBS. This is another Democrat that's got all. Oh, God. How could they even have a chance in the midterms?
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And we're
Porter,
just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I've never had to do this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with
end an interview.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
So I guess Democrats are going to nominate a billionaire who dances like this. A straight white billionaire with no rhythm. That is everything California stands against. Everything. So plan B. Luckily, they got plenty of California girls in the sea.
California is the fourth. It's like running a country. Yeah. And Swalwell was running to be governor, and he was the lead candidate for the Democrats. And so I'd like to see Kamala Harris maybe put her hat back in the ring for governor of Congress, governor of California.
I think of David Blackman at the end of this clip, because he likes to say, you couldn't make these people up in a million years. And why would you if you could? Our final traffic update at 5:56.
Well, the bad news, we're still a bit busy around Montgomery on interstates, boulevards, especially 85 northbound Bell to Taylor, 65 northbound light to mostly moderate traffic. And Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic at this time, but no real issues that we're aware of at the moment around the area. Keep it here. We'll update you if any accidents happen. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd at 11:30 a.m. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive